Welcome, survivors! The final point of interest, also known as the research lab, is currently the last part of the story. I am running this video from version 4.02, the Dev Edition B5, but we have been told that there will be future additions to the story. We have, for example, a portal power source key, and that particular card can be picked up, and these are apparently part of the future quests or missions. So, things can change at any point. This video is not spoiler friendly, so spoiler warning, especially if you want to play the current final POI as a surprise or as part of the unknown. What Kane and the Darkness Falls team has constructed here and tweaked over the years is really a testament of how great this mod is. First, why the hell are we here? The research lab is usually important as it is the only location in obtaining a laser workbench for the first time. You can buy one from Trader Jen, but the odds are pretty slim of that. So most people are going to the research lab to obtain one. Also, as this is currently the end game of the story, you haven't quite finished Darkness Falls unless you have at least been to the research lab once. To find the research lab, you need access to the Wasteland. So, check out the Wasteland Survival Guide link in the description below if you have no clue of what I'm talking about or you want some survival tips for the Wasteland. Entering the research lab, you need to have the same supplies as if you're going into a Tier 5 POI. However, make sure you have water to drink to help reduce the demon fire burning. Most important is also to have a weapon that can stop demon regeneration. If you did the military bunker, you should have a laser sword or a laser pistol, or maybe both. Any of the legendary weapons can also stop demon regeneration. It just takes one hit or shot to do the job. You don't have to kill the demon with the weapon. Another option is to use the laser battery mod on a melee or an archery weapon. Once that is done, use the higher DPS weapon to take the wretched thing down. Oh yes, don't forget your blessed metal mod on all your weapons as well. I also suggest 5 of each of the red, blue and green key cards. You could get away with fewer, but definitely have at least 5 just to make sure. At least have a blue one just to get into the facility. As you're very likely coming here to obtain a laser workbench, make sure you have forged titanium and a laser multi-tool on you. Once you find the laser workbench in the lab, you can also use this to craft your own laser workbench. Oh yes, don't forget, to craft a laser workbench you need to be at least level 75 and have opened up your future technology tier with 1 skill point. You will need to have crafted a Future Is Now book to just start this whole process. If you do not have forged titanium, which generally is most of you, then the good news is all the materials are available in the lab. There is a fusion forge that you cannot remove in the last rooms. You can salvage lockers, storage crates and lights, and loot energy cells for all the other materials. As you need clay, soil or dirt to make forged titanium, you can salvage the many potted plants around the POI. Finally, make sure to bring a crucible with you. You can halve the forging time with a bellows, but as you are making so few forged titanium, don't bother. Use the time while you wait to either listen to the airy wasteland sounds or go out and salvage stuff while you wait. That is it. You have all you need to forge titanium. Besides the crucible, everything else should be lootable or salvaged in the research lab. Right, either you find the wasteland and look for the iconic tents, or you do the quest that Anna gives you, and this is all part of the story. There is also a tier 5 trader quest that can get you there, but generally most people are going to follow the actual storyline. The entrance to the research lab is under the last small tent. The entire lab is constructed with indestructible blocks except for the entrance hatch. Now, it is very likely all your commotion, killing and butchering is going to alert screamers, so make sure you clear the surrounding area, then quietly go down the shaft, close the hatch behind you and get to the bottom as soon as possible. If you alert any screamers or other zombies when you're inside the research lab, they will usually start digging elsewhere and not destroy the hatch. It's very, very unlikely for them to destroy the hatch and get down to you. I'll always put a bedroll down in the lab, usually at the bottom of the steps, but adding one inside the first room will probably be best. For many of us, this could be a place where you will die, and ending up back at your base can really suck without a bedroll. Close the door once you are in. Now you are sealed with the other prisoners. The research lab is made up of 3 floors. On the first 2 floors, expect at least demonic zombies and tough zombies. If you go in on a low game stage, then it will mainly be radiated and tough zombies, but that is highly unlikely. Once you hit the second floor, then you will see an increase in demonic zombies. For those that have not done this POI before or that often, the various corridors can be a bit confusing at times. So, my suggestion is to add a block at various doorways. So as you come to an intersection, you can look down the corridor and see the block in the distance and know that is where you came from and the way that you're going to get out. This can be helpful, especially on the second floor, which can be quite confusing. Once you fight your way through the demonic and tough zombies, you eventually get to the red door. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you are here. If you struggle to get here, then don't expect what is behind the red door to be any easier. Depending on your game stage, if it is over 400, you could expect a named demon like the Incubus or demonic behemoth to meet and greet you. So, do not be surprised if Lucifer himself is waiting for you with open arms to wish you good luck. Once you're down the stairs and enter the actual final corridor section, the laser workbench is on your first door to the right, under Lab 1. If you have forged titanium, you do not have to progress further than Lab 1. You could stop at this point, make a workbench, and push off. Around the corner is either lots of fun or destruction. There is a portal in the final room where demonic zombies will spawn in their numbers. Most of you will continue, so it is in your interest to destroy it. Not even the most destructive weapon in the game, the pulse rocket, will be able to destroy it easily, though generally any melee weapon or tool should make short work of it. Adding vault hatches or concrete blocks by the second and final doors can help give you a breather. All through this time, you will often have zombies and screamers causing all sorts of havoc on the outside of the walls. There will be often splash damage coming through. As you descend the floors, zombies can also start moving on other floors and in other rooms. So this, mixed with outside activity, explosions and hordes of zombies going nuts trying to get to you, makes for quite a tense time if you're not used to it. Overall, the research lab is a brilliant POI where even the prepared can be overwhelmed, especially thanks to the number of doors that have now been left open on the red floor, and the portal spewing out demonics every few seconds. This is not the same POI from Alpha 19, so be warned. Thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you in the next one.